Hello my friends, I'm Kayla and it's time again for another silly midweek video. While I work on a longer vlog project, it comes a Wednesday afternoon and I want to post something. And a year ago I did this video where I test my memory regarding book covers. So today we're going to do it again. Basically what we're going to do is I have this ginormous spreadsheet that has every single book I've ever read and we're going to see how many there are, which is 1,432. So we'll plug that in and then I'm going to generate a random number and I can just see the title of the book and then I have to pull open Illustrator and see if I can design it loosely, very loosely, and see if I get any of the elements right. Last time we decided there were going to be 5 different categories. If I get the colors correct, if I get the title placement or title covers or title font correct, if I get like the main element, if I get the overall vibe, and then I don't know, there's a bonus point if I get anything beyond the main item. People definitely did this back in the day. Oh, I need to make sure I don't accidentally look at the covers like that. Back in the day with drawing, making a competition with a group of friends. Today it's just me and my computer. So let's generate our first number, 771. See, I've whited out the ones that I did last time. 771 is, oh no! It's Petals on the Wind by V.C. Andrews. I haven't looked at this book physically in probably 20 years. I know what the first book in the series looks like, Flowers in the Attic, because you have a house on the front. And it's one of those books where, I forget what it's called, but there's like a cutout and you can see behind it and there's like a girl's face. But I guess let's just see what we can do with it. I'm gonna say it's black. I think it's black. And then I want to say the first book is like the shape of a house or a window. So it's a square or a housey shape. But this one I want to say is a flower. I do not know if this feels right, but I also want to say that there's purple. So I don't know if the background of this is purple, or I'm just going to put like her face. What is her name? Their last name is Dollinganger. So we've just got a face. Is she smiling? Probably not. Should I reiterate that I really am not trying that hard? Please don't judge me for whatever's happening. And then she has blonde hair. She's pissed. And then we've got the title. So Petals in the Wind, and I feel like it's purple, and I think it's like a pretty kind of font. I mean, obviously none of these are going to be right, but when did this come out? This came out in like the 70s maybe. And I truly cannot think of what else is on this cover. Like if she's not in a flower, which yeah, maybe she's not, then there's probably like leaves and flowers. Now that I think of it, maybe there's some green. They're blowing in the wind. Like I know it's supposed to be petals, but I think maybe it's leaves. I mean, let's add a couple petals just for fun. Like a pink maybe? Let's do a couple swirls and then we'll be done with it. The font is like kind of in that vein. And this is the final look. So now let's pull open the actual cover and see how close we got. Okay. First of all, I was right about there being a flower, but it was a circle that she's inside of. She is blonde, but her creepy older brother is in there with her, which I definitely forgot. There is a flower and petals and leafy things. There's no purple at all, but that green is pretty spot on. Definitely forgot about the red. Thought the red was the first book, purple was the second book, completely off there. I feel like colors are wrong. Title is wrong. Maybe I get a point for the flower, and maybe I get a point for being inside the flower, kind of. All right, let's generate our second number. Ooh, 1,410. That's going to be something that I read in the last year because I originally put all of these in alphabetical order, but I just threw in all of the books that I read in the last year. So those will all be at the bottom because I didn't feel like reorganizing the whole thing. 1410 is Beach Read by Emily Henry. Oh my God, this is gonna be so easy. Let's just say I have been looking very closely at Emily Henry book covers for a reason. So if you're somebody who happens to be waiting for another video, a different cover related video that I often do, It is coming. I just have no control over when it'll be up. So it's like this color, I think, kind of close enough. I don't really know where the title is, but I think it's at the top. And then Emily Henry's name is at the bottom. Why did I write beach title? I wasn't thinking. Now I can't recreate this font just with any old font because it's a little bit like wiggly and cool. It's like a little handwritten and it's white. I might actually stick with that one. Actually, this one's fine. It's called Arm Wrestler. Sure. Actually, let me think. Is it stacked on top of each other? Because right under the title, there are two towels. One of them is like an orangey red, and then the other one is blue with some kind of designs. I want to say it's like flowers like this. Let's make it a little bit bigger. And then this one, what is his name? Gus? I think his is like striped. I don't know, but that's what we're going with. And then each of them is on their respective towels. So why can't I remember her name? I don't think we can see her hair. I think it's just like she's lying here with a hat on. What color is the hat? No idea. Wait, she's reading a book. Where is the book? Now I'm confused. I think she's just like laying out. This is her body. I'm so sorry to this woman. I think I'm gonna make this a premiere, so if you're in the comments right now, let me know if you think I'm right. Let me know any predictions that you have. So then when we find the cover, we can decide together if you were closer or if I was closer. Look, I don't know what this alien creature is doing here, but I do know she has a swimsuit on, and I think it's got a low back. And then it comes up. Oh no, and she's just spilling out of the side. Poor girl. Okay, something like that. I know she's got a book somewhere, so let's just put it here. And then I think he also has a hat on, but he's sitting. So I don't know how to pull that off, but like he's sitting here. Maybe there's a brim on his hat, but it's gonna be like a light blue. And he's also holding a book. Oh, it's way bigger. Naturally, he's got the bigger book. And then like, I don't know, he's holding it like a weirdo and his like legs are crossed. That is so creepy what I just did. Like, whatever, that's him. He's just like a blob. Okay, well, he sufficiently looks like a creepy blob man, so that's my cover of Beach Read by Emily Henry. Now let's see how close I was. Okay. Even got the yellow like kind of close. There's stripes, there's flowers. I did it in the wrong order, but the book is next to her. The book is there. He has a blue hat on. Her name is in the wrong spot. There's text in the middle. Definitely couldn't have told you that. The blurb from Josie Silver. No idea who that even is. I got the low back for the swimsuit and I feel like I did pretty good, and I'm gonna give myself probably like 4 out of 5 because the title's technically wrong and there's a couple of things that I'm missing, but like, oh, and I made Gus naked. I for sure did not put pants on that man. I'm so sorry. Don't look too closely at whatever this part of his body is. I feel very lucky that that was just our journey and now it's gonna devolve into chaos, I'm sure. Book number 3, 1206. So let's just go up a little bit and we're gonna land on How to Do Nothing, Resisting the Attention Economy by Jenny Odell. I just read that. Why is my brain completely blank? Oh, that's the one with flowers all over it. I feel like that one's a little too easy to even include, honestly, but maybe that's me being too confident. But I did read it so recently, and also I organized my bookshelf to like represent the colors. So I know that there is like a deep foresty green on a lot of it. It is a photograph of flowers, so like we're not gonna get close to it at all. I remember there's just like a little bit of yellow. I'll just layer these all and I'll be right back. But now I can't really recall if it's like a big white rectangle in the middle. I feel like there is something in between the flowers and the text. How to do nothing. This is a nonfiction book. Should I have been telling you what all these books are about? Should I have been using this as an opportunity to do like a review? I don't know. This is a nonfiction book about how to use your time wisely, but also just to connect with the environment, connect with your neighbor, and to get back to how we should all exist and not be so focused on like spending money and wasting money and wasting time and supporting like the capitalist agenda. We're gonna say it's that, knowing that it's wrong, like beyond it just being a photograph of flowers and being more detailed and stuff. It also, I don't think it's just a rectangle. I think there's something going on. I'm excited to see what that thing is. It's just white text. Yeah, my mistake. And it's inside, like it's playing with the flowers itself. And also, I should have put the subtitle. That is my bad. I definitely gave up a little too easily, but that's that. Greens and pinks and a little bit of white and yellow. And also it's lowercase and not all capitals, which does make sense because it's a prettier, more welcoming font, but it is sans serif. So there's that. And that's book number 3 done. Okay, I just had to clear off my memory card and now I'm ready to go again. I'm thinking, since I just got 2 that I have read in the last like year, I'm actually going to revert back to the old list and change the Google, what's this called? Random number generator. Okay, sorry, I wasn't screen recording. From here up. So this is the cutoff point. 1148. Let's generate 68. Long way to go. I'm nervous. I want it to be hard, but not too hard. You know, like I don't want to fail in front of everyone. The Basic 8 by Daniel Handler. That's all the way at the top. Okay. I think I can do that. The Basic 8, this I haven't read in so long. And I was actually thinking of rereading this as one of those books that like, does it hold up? Because probably very likely not. I think that there is some green, but maybe it's grass now that I'm thinking about it. And then it's black. The sad part about this one is I can't even tell you the plot. I only remember the twist, and that's why it left like a lasting impression, I think. There is a girl or a girl's legs, and in my mind, she's in a dress. And you just see her legs, but it could just as easily be like a pair of jeans. And I think you see her legs and then she's wearing shoes, as you do. I think the Basic 8 is referring to like 8 friends. Like I think she has 8 friends. And what do? I have no idea. They're in high school from what I remember. I'm gonna put her in some socks. And I think they're just hanging out. Like when I think of Daniel Handler, I think of his other book, Why We Broke Up. And that one like has 0 plot. It's just a series of letters from the guy to the girl or vice versa. Now I can't remember that one either. And it's just like remembering their relationship or something. So the Basic 8, I feel like is equally plotless, and it is about like the twist of it all. But I think like something bad happens and the plot takes off from there. I really don't know. And I can't think of what the font is, but I feel like it's down like the side of the book for some reason. And then his name is on there somewhere. But I don't want to add any other elements that I'm not confident in, because then you'll like dock me points because I added something that wasn't there. So just imagine like a lot of individual blades of grass. This is a photograph. This isn't a photograph, but the cover itself is a photograph from what I remember. I want to say there's actually photos on here somewhere, like a Polaroid or like a strip of photos or something. Because like there's 8 kids. Maybe there's like a photo booth strip. And just imagine a bunch of like smiling, happy best friends here. Okay, let's check it out. The Basic 8. Oh God, okay. I was completely wrong about the photos. So you do see her legs, she's barefoot, she's in a dress, it's not pink, it's blue. She's holding the mallet, and right, the font is like school Letterman jacket kind of vibes. Wow, mine, like obviously it's ugly because it was just an example, but it looks horrifically ugly when you put it next to an actual photograph. Do I get any points? Maybe for the grass. It is kind of black at the top, but yeah, that's up to you. That's your call. The font is white, but it's very wrong. And the amount of time I took to make those shoes, the fact that she's not wearing shoes, is kind of offensive. And this like does not exist, and that's horrifying. Let's move on to the last one. So for this one, we're going to my want to read shelf. There's 336 books here, anywhere from being added in 2014. They already have numbers attached to them. It's ordered by when you added them, all the way to a 2024 release. So 337. Let's see what we get. 219. So kind of in the middle. Tell Me Everything. Cambria Brockman. I think that's 219, right? They don't go down, they go up. Okay, so this one is on my TBR shelf. I have read the first chapter of it, but I've only held it in my hands for, you know, a couple minutes. So I do remember it's blue. I think it's blue. And then it has a darker blue title, or I'm thinking of One of the Girls. I have two books that seem really similar in my mind. They both have a light blue background and then a dark blue font. I think I'm right with this one though. Tell Me Everything. Hopefully it's not white and it is a dark blue. Let's see how close I can get to the correct blue. I think it's like a true navy, I want to say. That was my first instinct. I also think this is the font. Like it's pretty bold, simple. I'm gonna put the name at the top. What was it? Cambria Brockman? I feel like the cover is a girl in water, and I think it's a photograph. So let's create some very loose idea of waves. Okay, and am I about to draw another girl in a swimsuit? I also cannot for the life of me remember what this one is about, because there's another one with a girl swimming on the cover, and it's about this girl who's like going to a fancy school, and then she finds out her mom went there and she gets like caught up in the secret society. What color do we think her swimsuit is? I don't think it's red. I don't think it's pink. I don't think it's green. I want to say blue. I want to say the exact same color as the font, but that seems really wrong. I also think it's a one piece. She's got a really long torso. This looks like we're underwater and she's swimming up, but in my mind, we're looking down on the water, like bird's eye view. So all these proportions are so off right now. She's got to have brown hair because I feel like I would remember it if it was something more memorable, like super bright blonde or pitch black or bright red. She's got 2 strands of hair. What do you think the plot of this one is? It's funny because I did read the first chapter, so I really should know. Yeah, she definitely looks like she's drowning. But in my mind, she's like oh wait, I think I just remembered what it was. I think this is the one where somebody dies at the beginning of the book. And she's like in her senior year and something bad happens when they're like cliff jumping. But maybe they're like covering up a murder or something. Maybe I should have also made this into a reading vlog at the same time and read the book that I got that I had to draw. Yeah, that's it. All right, Cambria. Oh, okay. Well, I was correct about the color of the font ish. There is a girl. I can't tell what color her swimsuit is. It looks black, but and it is bird's eye view, but she is looking up. She's not swimming through the water, which makes me think I was thinking of that other cover. It's called like Beautiful Strangers or something. That's the one that has the girl swimming and you're looking at her and you see her whole body. Oh, and then this is the one I thought maybe I was thinking of, but it's got a lot more going on than just the ocean, so never mind. So we have like 2 tones of blue. That one's a lot more swirly, which I like. The author's name is somewhere else. Everything as the title is split apart. I didn't add a novel to any of these, which is just stupid on my part. And it makes sense why I couldn't remember her hair now, because you cannot see it. I feel like I get maybe 1 point. My colors, especially like this light blue and the icy blue there, I would say I get a point for colors. What do you think? Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for hanging out with me on this random afternoon to do a random silly video that just is meant to entertain me and to challenge my memory, because that's one of my favorite things. Let me know how you think I did. Roast me all you want in the comments, and let me know if you're looking forward to my next cover prediction video, which I hope will be up sooner than later. And with that, I bid you adieu. Bye, everybody.